Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today on Customer States What, I will be showing you how to do a one-man brake bleed. You guys know what comes next. Let's take it up top. So before we start the brake fluid exchange, we want to make sure that our master is at level or over full. The reason why is because we're going to be pumping the brake up, and we don't want this to get to a very low point to where it's going to start sucking down air, which that would be a very bad thing if we do. And yes, I did say do. So we're going to top this off just a little bit further, and then we're going to start our brake procedure at the right rear, the furthest from the master. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the right rear drum. We have our device, our bleeding device, set up on the bleeder, and what we're going to do is we're going to crack it free, as we can see. And since we're not using a special tool that's going to be pushing fluid through, we're going to be using our brake pedal to push fluid through. So it's very good to have this here a clear tube. And why that is? Well, we're going to be watching the fluid, because once this fluid reaches the crescent of our loop right here, that's when we could start pressing the brake pedal down and releasing it. And what that's going to do is it's going to push fluid out, but when you release the pedal, it's actually going to bring some fluid back in, but it's not going to bring air in. So once this fluid, as you can see, it's going up. Once it reaches here, we could start pumping the brake pedal, and that's how you do the one-man bleed. Very good. Let's move on. Alright, very good, ladies and gentlemen. Now that the fluid has reached our crescent and it's starting to drain into our reservoir, now we're going to just double check our level at the master, because you don't want it to go too low. And now we're just going to pump the fluid. So let's get pumping. We double checked our master. We topped it off a little bit more. And now, just pump your brake pedal. Not too fast. I do about 20 to 30 pumps per wheel. You will, or you can and will, get more fluid out of the fronts at a faster rate because it is closer. The bleeders are a little bigger and the calipers are a little bigger. So yeah, do about 20 to 30 pumps per side or per wheel. Double check your master and we keep it moving. So the procedure is we go from the right rear to the left rear to the right front to the left front, and then when we're done, what we do is we put our fluid right to the proper level. Very good. Now that we're up to the front, same rules apply. You gotta wait till, oh, somebody got some gas going. Alright, so same rules apply, guys. You gotta wait till the fluid gets to the crescent up here, and then it starts falling into the reservoir, and that's when we could start pumping the brake pedal. At the same time, before you start pumping, you got to make sure your master is full. Tips and tricks, guys, so listen up. I should have put this at the beginning of the video. In the editing process, I probably will put it at the beginning of the video. Before you even start your brake fluid exchange, make sure that all your bleeders can crack open freely. Or you might have to heat them up or put some effort into getting them free. But yeah, you want to make sure all four of your bleeders are able to bleed. Plain and simple. Very good, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another tips and tricks of the video, so listen up. What I personally like to do, and I do every time I do a brake fluid exchange, I make sure the reservoir on the outside is clean. Because the customer is not going to look at the wheel well, or even if they do, I'll show you what I do down there, but if they pop the hood and they see a dirty master cylinder after it was just serviced, they'll question whether it was serviced or not. So always clean the master. Down at the bleeder now, I make sure everything is clean with brake clean. There's no old brake fluid residue, because when you're good at what you do, people wonder if you did anything at all. So if you guys don't know what to do yet, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for further content.